Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm very excited you're here with me because I have some news for you. Actually, some changes coming to my YouTube channel. So I want to give you an update on a few things that are going to be happening over here. And then I want to share with you some projects and a few other things. So first, I want to say that everything's good. I just, in thinking about, the time between, the beginning, end of October, November, and then into December, I was looking at my time commitments and constraints and all of that. And so, plus, we got a notification with the YouTube algorithms that they made another change. And they do prefer a longer video. So that's great because, we've been doing longer videos, right? So the announcement is that at least for the foreseeable future, I will be discontinuing the weekend crafting with the Vintage Paper Girl. Now, don't panic for those of you who love your Saturday because I'm not giving up Saturdays. Jolene and I were doing some brainstorming, and I think what I'm going to be doing, I'm looking for what we said we're going to call it. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh, we're going to be doing, or I'm going to be doing weekend retreat at home. There'll be day 1 and day 2, meaning we're going to be doing home retreats, a mini retreat at home. It's as if you went to a retreat, you craft with me on Saturday and Sunday, and we make a variety of different crafts each weekend. Now, I don't know if I'll be pre-announcing what we're making or not. I don't think I will, but I may come on with a quick retreat shopping list or supply list. Okay. So like if I know what we're going to be doing, I'll tell you, hey, we're going to be doing this project and you might want to get out your supplies or what you have that's, like what I have, right? So hold on a minute. I just turned around to grab something and it wasn't where I thought it was. It moved on me. So for this upcoming week, we're going to be doing the tall journal cards for our little bags that we did. And what we're going to use is we're going to make the tall journal cards. So you're going to want some kind, if you're going to make them with me, if you're going to retreat with me or craft with me. Now, you don't have to do it on the weekend. You can certainly do it Tuesday and Wednesday or Wednesday and Thursday or Monday and Friday, whatever you want to do. But it's going to be like a little retreat. So we'll kind of be chatting like that too. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using some kind of cardstock. This cardstock is 4.5 by 7. And we're going to be using these itty bitty mini envelopes. And I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do with them. So just so you know, if you want to craft along with me on the first day of the retreat, this coming Wednesday, which is November, yay, can you believe it already? You can get these little small bundle of these little envelopes in our shop. So if you don't have any or have something you can use on your cards, you don't have any little mini ones, you can go to our shop at Design Journal and Supply. We have a few in the shop right now. We have another shipment coming in. We're waiting on a shipment. So what I've done is I've given Jolene my supplies and told her to go ahead and, sell a few to you guys that really want to craft along with me. You can go get them. And then we'll restock that the minute they come in. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. Anyway, just go to the shop if you want any of these tiny little envelopes. Another one of the projects we're going to be doing is these little 3-inch mini, they were like an MP3 player, CD player. It's mini. It's not the big white ones. It's the little, we're going to do the little ones. I don't know if I have any. Let's see if I have a big white one available to show you. Oh yeah, this is the regular size, and this is the size we're going to be doing. Now, you can do the same project using the big ones if you have these, okay? A lot of people have these in their stash from having CDs, right? Or DVDs or whatever. But I'm going to be working with the smaller size, and we are getting them into the shop. I just don't know if they'll be in by the time we do the video, but keep watching. I will let you know the minute they are in. I'll put it up, that it's there. But you can use either size to do this project. You do a big one, and then when they come in, you can order the small ones. But they won't come in this color. This has been coffee dyed. It's just what I had to show you. They're going to come in white And then whatever we're going to do, you don't need them to be coffee dyed because we're going to change the look anyway, right? Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay. So I will be giving you little heads up on our weekend retreat at home. There'll be day 1 and day 2, 2 separate videos. So you'll be able to turn them on and do them, or you can watch the video at any time because, you know, you can rerun it over and over. But that is what's going to be happening. Now, during the middle of the week, little something else will be happening. If I do any videos during the week, they are going to be finish it up projects is what they're going to be called. They're craft and chat. Let's finish it. And I'm going to be working on anything that I haven't finished. Now, because it's Christmas time, I was watching my channels, you know, I was looking at my YouTube channels that I subscribe to, and I saw Pam at Glam Junk Journals was working with a kit called Christmas Ball by Uniquely Ella, Marlene over there. And I went, wait a minute, I made a journal using that 2 years ago. Yes, I did. I made a flip-flop journal, and there are 2 videos for this. One showing you what I made and the other how to make it, right? So it has 1, 2, 3, 4 signatures. And I have never completed it. I have made some things for it, but I never put it together. Other than this, I tied it all in, got it ready. And what happened is, I believe I became very, very ill. This was 2 years ago. And I was unable to finish it before Christmas. So it has been sitting in a box for 2 years waiting to be completed. So I think when I do a video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on and we're just going to craft and chat. Meaning it's for those of you who are doing something and you would just want to listen to me, chat along, tell stories, share, you know, fabrics and tips and tricks. That's what it's going to be. It's not going to be a tutorial. It's not going to be a how-to. It's just going to be me crafting and chatting. It's for those of you who are housebound, stuck in bed, sick, you want to listen to something, or you want to just watch along while you're laying down with a headache, right? So that's what's going to happen if I make any videos during the week. I will be working on Finish It Up. This one is one of the ones I have to do. You could see it is gorgeous. And I spent the day pulling all kinds of beautiful fabrics to go with this. Look at this. Look. I've got all these gorgeous, you know, trims and fabrics that I've pulled out of my stash that I thought would look good with this. Burgundies and creams and reds and golds. And all of these fabrics, believe it or not, have a story. So you'll get to hear the stories as I'm working along on that. We have netting, ribbon, pearls, lace. So it's going to be very much of a textile journal. It's going to have a lot of textiles, meaning this kind of thing. And not a ton of paper, but it's going to have a lot of beautiful textiles and that go in these flips and flops. And this is a flip-flop journal, as you can see. This is how a flip-flop journal goes, right? And this one also opens, like it just keeps opening and opening and opening and opening. So if you go out like this, it's quite a bit. Let's see if I can get it open. There are directions. It's complicated, but you know what? I love how it came out. It's beautiful. I did it in linen papers over envelopes, I believe. And oh my gosh, it just feels yummy. So this is something I am going to be working on during the week when I'm not prepping or making videos for the retreat weekend videos. So the videos will be just like this last weekend, a Saturday and a Sunday. Now, on our last one, I wanted to show you my completed project. Remember I told you you could give a friend a set of these tags? These are the invisible or, you know, unseen paper clips. So this is a really good way to give it as a gift. Just like this on a piece of cardstock and then put it in a baggie. And it's a wonderful gift to give with these file folders. Now I did finish this one. Remember, it wasn't quite done. Look, this is what I've added to it. I don't remember how far I got on the video, but this is where I got to. It's all fully loaded, ready to go. It's got some bling and some pretties. Same with this one, has bling and pretties. I don't know what was on when I did the last video, but those are done. This is done. So I always like to show you in the next video what I've completed. See, I shared with you about the mini envelopes in the shop. This little size is coming to the shop, but in white. You can use this if you don't want to do this, okay? So I think I covered that. I covered that this is the next project. And I kind of wanted to show you what I did. When I pulled it out, because when I saw Pam doing hers, I went, oh my gosh, I have one of those already made. I made it 2 years ago. I've got 2 or 3 videos out for it. And I pulled out the kit and the ephemera and everything. And then I kept seeing I had a huge bag of scraps. And I went, oh, so what I decided to do, here, let me move. I'm trying to figure out where to put all this. I'll put that there. Let me put that on that. Oh my gosh. And that, let me move that over. So what I did is I pulled it out and see if I can figure out how I cut this. So I wanted to show you how did I do this. Oh yeah. Okay. So I made myself a master board. It went this way. I put strips on the master board. Okay. And I just took all the strips and put them on the master board. And then I started cutting it up into shapes so that I could use it for this journal, because I do want to put in some journal cards and some side tucks. And I took some of the scraps and I've made a little dangle. Now this dangle, I'm going to add lace and some of the textiles to it. But this is the beginning. I cut it straight across because the paper went this way. So I cut it straight across and created 2 tags, which I angled and then took off the corners. I've created a side tuck, or a side strip. Then what I think is I'm going to want to cut it again and make, I'm thinking a belly band maybe, because this is tiny. I mean, you can't get, this is like when I said a side tuck, I mean like go down the side like that, make a little pocket, and you could tuck something in there or just do it as a side decoration. I'm thinking I'm going to need them even more narrow than what I already have. But I was thinking, gosh, if I want to do a belly band, I really only need it to go like across, this. And then how tall would I need that? Yeah, I could probably cut that off and make a belly band somewhere, or make this the belly band. And that would be, yep, I could do that and make myself a little belly band and then make some more side tucks, because I do have 4 signatures. So I only need, I need a few more things. So this is what I've done with the master board for the pieces. I did at the time I got the kit, 1 minute. At the time I got the kit, and this is uniquely Ella. I'll try to put a link in this video of my hubby and I don't think I can get a direct link, but I can at least give you the name so you can find her. She has YouTube. She's got 2 Etsy shops. Her name is Marlene. She's absolutely fabulous. I love her to death. I had cut out quite a bit of the ephemera, which will go in there. I had started making some pieces. Now, I don't know if these pieces will fit. Yeah, see, look, I'm not sure if some of these are going to fit. Oh, it might fit there. Okay, so I made this one, and it is you open it, it's a pocket here. We have a pocket here. We have a pocket here. Okay, and there, and where else do we have one? Is that the only place we have the pockets? Yeah, I think that's it. So you have, is that a pocket? Yeah, there's a pocket right there too. Whoops, I forgot. Okay, so this is a 3-pocket piece. If this is something you would want me to teach in the, or show in the weekend crafting, let me know. I gotta call it not weekend crafting anymore. It's going to be something else, right? Now it's going to be called retreat. If you want it taught in the retreat. So now this one folds out and you have a pocket that you can stuff. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. So that's one that I started and I need to finish that. decorating. It needs all of its pretties, you know. Then I have this pocket that's, is this a double or a triple? Triple pocket. Okay, I've got that made. Then I started doing some of these lovely, what we call baubles. We'll call baubles, like a Christmas ornament, but I'm hoping it will fit in the pockets. Now, I don't know when I started creating stuff for this. For somewhere, I must have made a bunch of stuff and sold it, because I do remember making some ephemera pieces for it. I'm wondering if this would fit into any of these pockets. Yeah, it will. It'll stick out a little bit, but it will. We have these in the shop as well. These are those 4-inch hard, very, very hard circles that we sell. They're like a coaster kind of thing. So we do have those in the shop too. So I'm going to make those to go in there. So I think everything I have here, yep, looks like everything fits on the page. The only thing I think I cut out that won't fit on the page to make is this. This is not going to fit on a page, but there's a mini one that would fit on a page. There's a couple of those. They have the pockets to put the ephemera in. And then I think I cut out some kind of note. What was I making here? Oh, I was making some kind of notepad thing. So I'll get back to that. I don't know what that was, but I'll figure it out, you know. So I had started making things for this. I just did not get very far. And I remember getting I think I got COVID is what happened. I got COVID. And right at Christmas. Just before Christmas, a month before, the end of November, beginning of December. And I was working on this and got sick. And, oh yes, I made this huge bag that I thought would be fun to put extra ephemera in. So yeah, I see some fun things getting made for this, and it might be fun for you guys to watch, see what you think. I got to put that aside too. I don't want to lose that. So there you go. But this is what I think I'm going to be working on. This and a couple of other little projects that I haven't finished. I've really been trying hard for the rest of this year. And I think, let me know if I think we could do on our retreat weekends, we can do some Christmas and non-Christmas. Just let me know if you want it all Christmas or Christmas and non-Christmas or non-Christmas, so I'll know what to put away and what to do. Majority rules, right? So let me know. If I don't hear from you, I'll just do whatever, right? So, but this is like during the week, this particular project will get done. If I do any videos, I may just do it all by myself, but I have a feeling I'm going to want to chit chat because I have stories for almost every one of these fabrics here. And I really want to share them with you. I think you'll enjoy some of them. Things to chat with you about, just some fun stuff like when I was growing up, and stories about my mom and dad and the elegance of the 60s, 50s and 60s, so might bring back some memories for some of you. But anyway, that is what is going on in the shop. I'm going to be doing finish it up projects during the week. And if you see a video, that is what you will see. On the weekends will be the retreat weekends, Saturday and Sunday. There will be 2-day retreat. So you can watch it both days, one day, watch it whenever you want. All right. So that's where my channel is going to go, probably up to Christmas, maybe all through December. Not sure, because I've got projects that are winter projects I haven't finished that aren't actually Christmas, but they're actually winter that could go clear into January. So I may continue the retreat idea. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what people think of that idea. If they watch it, if you guys watch it, or you like it, or you don't like it. But there'll be long videos. They'll be hour and a half. Could go as long as 2 hours each day, because we're doing retreat work. If I don't have long projects, then we'll not do them that long, right? So the videos will depend on what I can come up with. I have quite a few little projects I like us to do. So it just depends if I can get everything together and, get it going, right? We'll see how that goes. So anyway, thanks for coming along and listening to me yammer on and give you the scoop on what's happening on my channel. I think it'll be a lot of fun to do these retreats on the weekend, because when you just want to get away from everything, you can come and sit down with me for a few hours each day. either watch, listen, or participate and make some stuff. I will try to give you, maybe during the week, it'll all come out and I'll say, weekend retreat supply list, and I'll show you the supplies, and then you can, if I know what they're going to be, then you can get your supplies together, and it'll just be a quick, so you'll see little quickie ones. I'm going to try this. I don't have it all worked out, so bear with me. I can't do in-person retreats, so I figure, well, let's try this. Some days we'll be teaching, some days we'll be crafting, some days we'll just be having a really good time and hopefully laughing like crazy. Wish I could do it live. If it goes well, maybe in the spring we'll do a live one where we're doing the retreat live with you, and maybe I can get Jolene to come in and we could do it together, and you guys will feel like you're on retreat with us. So I got plans, but we'll see how my health does and how yours does. Hopefully everybody stays healthy through the holidays. So, okay, you guys, I want to thank you for watching. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all very soon. I'm super, super excited. Bye-bye.